It is astounding how many people aim for spectacular lives while working overtime to remain invisible in the crowd. Copying the habits of the majority guarantees their results. You simply cannot do what everyone else does and expect a different outcome. You are, by definition, aiming for average. Most people stay trapped in this cycle because of a quiet subconscious belief that a savior or some perfect alignment of the stars will eventually step in and change the trajectory. The reality is that nobody is coming. Nobody is coming to build your business, to heal your childhood pain, or to finish the work you've been putting off. Since external salvation is a myth, the only variable you actually control is the extreme, uncompromising ownership of your own actions. Crossing into self-reliance requires you to kill the boy, or the girl, and let the adult be born. This transition happens the moment you permanently abandon the victim mentality. Biological age is irrelevant here. Many grown adults remain psychological children because they still expect an external rescue that will never arrive. Real maturity demands total ownership of your time, your mind, and your daily schedule, without any exceptions or excuses. Every environment exerts a force called regression to the mean. Outliers are magnetically pulled back toward the center mass. Your social circle actively works to pull you down to average behaviors. Resisting this pull requires a massive burst of energy to achieve escape velocity. Extreme ownership provides the necessary fuel source to launch yourself out of an average existence. Success is often hindered by the belief that you need to feel motivated or wait for the perfect emotional conditions to begin. Relentless consistency operates in reverse. Action must precede the feeling. You don't wait to get in the mood. The work itself creates the conditions for progress. Look at this image of Kobe Bryant. When an opponent arrived hours early, he found Kobe already in a dead sweat, running game speed moves. Kobe stayed on the court for another 25 minutes after the workout, just to prove that he was willing to outwork anyone, regardless of the conditions. Moving forward while tired, sad, and entirely unmotivated is the baseline requirement for achieving anything significant. Discipline serves as a ruthless competitive advantage, systematically eliminating anyone who relies on feeling good to get things done. When you commit to this level of discipline, you inevitably enter the lonely chapter. This is the isolating phase, where you have outgrown your old environment but have not yet reached the next. You will likely find yourself speaking a different language than your old friends, and the immediate validation you once relied on will vanish. Your brain senses this social friction and generates an interpretation of failure. It triggers a deep urge to retreat back to your old patterns just to escape the discomfort of standing alone. Deep self-doubt and isolation are mandatory features of profound change. Surviving this chapter is the ultimate filter. It separates those who merely talk about transformation from those who actually achieve it. Emerging from the lonely chapter often leads to a new type of circle, one built on shared suffering rather than the comfort of the crowd. In environments like a military platoon or a jiu-jitsu gym, shared voluntary hardship forces individuals to subordinate their egos to a group purpose. Spending your time with people who treat grueling work as the baseline permanently resets your internal thermostat for what is possible and expected. This high-level brotherhood is earned through the habits you build while alone. You must prove you can survive your own transformation before gaining access to theirs.
The journey ends with the creation of a dangerous but good individual, someone capable of protecting, providing, and serving others. True capability comes from possessing disciplined strength and quiet wisdom in a chaotic world, being dangerous but never a threat. Stop waiting for your life to begin. Permanently drop the excuses regarding your past or your circumstances. Stop negotiating with your own weakness. Take total ownership and willingly walk forward into the valley of pain. Your life is finite, and absolutely no one is coming to save you. Total, ruthless self-reliance is the only rational choice you have left.